My name's David Sharp. I'm a handmade custom knife maker. I became a knife maker because I had too much time on my hands. I was recovering from chemotherapy and kind of looking for a way of not going crazy. I've been dealing with cancer since I was 23. I'm 43 now. And from day one, they said, well, you're not going to survive to this date. I would say that knife making saved me in some ways. I spent almost 3 years in and out of hospital between surgeries, radiation. Last time I was in the hospital, I was in a positive pressure isolation room for weeks on end. Only saw your nurse, basically. And so it wears on you mentally. And so when I was able to come home, even though I was really ill, I could go to the shop and goof around with learning how to make a knife, do something productive, something that now supports me and my family. And so that's why I kind of say it kind of was a savior. Never looked at it as being a full-time job. It was just a hobby. I just needed a creative outlet. I love working with metal, and it fit all the bills. I've always liked to do things with my hands. I'm kind of a tool junkie. When I decided I was going to give it a shot, all I had to do was buy a grinder and a heat treat oven. So put on a credit card, lock myself in the shop, and the rest is history. I worked a day job, 60, 70 hours a week, came home on Friday evening, and then locked myself in the shop from Friday evening till Sunday morning. When I was laid off, I was able to transition quite easily into a full-time knife maker. The things that inspire me are clean design. I think that honestly, less is more. I'd rather show off one really awesome thing about a knife, and everything else supports that. To me, the art is in the simplicity. And so when you have a simple knife that's done correctly, you hold it in your hand and there's no sharp edges. You hold it in your hand and it's smooth, opening to closed. They don't baffle you with BS. It shows off one feature or one material as opposed to a bunch. Those are the things that inspire me. First, it was just, I want to make a knife. Then once you made a knife, well, I want to perfect a handle shape. Okay, once you get to that point where you think that it's pretty darn good, well, now I want to make a knife with a guard. Then I want to do a double grind knife. Then I want to do this and this and this, and you experiment with finishes, shapes, handle materials, evolves into folders. So there's always something left to do. And for somebody that's ill, it's one of those, it becomes a blessing because it's always that drive where you're not really thinking about the bad things. It's just, what can I do next? What can I do next? I have too much to do. From day one, I've kept in the back of my head that I have too much left to do on this earth.
Mm-hmm.